Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nutmegs and VAR, and I am joined once again by Peter.
Yes, thank you.
Peter, how are you feeling?
I'm
Are you
feeling-
cold? Why are you wearing a jacket?
Yeah, today has been really cold. So
It's been cold.
inside here, outside.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're about to warm it up.
with some banters here and there.
Banter, or we are just going to state facts.
Some.
Like, for example, the fact that the quadruple dream is reducing. Number one has dropped.
Yeah, now treble.
For some people, for some
Now they have a chance for
next season FC.
They have a chance, but I think they're going to win the Premier League.
Yeah, Premier League. Yeah.
They're going to win the Premier League, Champions League, and maybe FA Cup. But yeah,
Do they have what it takes?
they have kind of, but they're just. I think Arsenal is just a team that if there's no corners or set pieces,
Yeah.
they're very average.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's my first.
You said they're average.
without
without
corners,
corners.
aye. They're not that.
If
elite.
their fans were listening to you right now,
But it's fact.
they would come at you.
In the
Huh?
Premier League, we have seen so many elite teams, and I don't think Arsenal is in that category.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So you still feel that Arsenal is not there?
they have to show it. If you're there, you have to show it.
Really?
Yeah, because I will usually use the reference of the teams that have done it, the
Yeah.
teams that we've seen at the elite level.
Yes.
The United of 2008,
Yeah.
that was an elite level. City, for some few years, 2018, 19, 21, up or there,
When they won even the Premier League back to back.
back to back. You can't
Yeah.
compare them with this Arsenal side,
Yeah.
whereby if they don't score with
Those
corners,
days when City were playing a team, it was a matter of how many.
how many goals?
Like you're sure.
Yeah, in terms of the aggressiveness, they want, like they start a game and you feel like you're gonna concede
They
5.
want it, yeah.
Yeah, but Arsenal,
Not very convincing.
I'm not saying they're not an elite team, but the attacking side of it,
Yeah.
they're not
Still
that,
wanting.
Yeah, they're not that good. They're not a team that you expect to beat someone 5-0, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're playing it. I think they're more Italianized than
Yeah.
the Premier League type of a team.
Wow. What do you think really went wrong for them
They were beaten
in the
tactically.
finals?
They were beaten tactically.
Do you think they came to defend the regular attackers for City, and then there was a wild card from Pep?
I think just you can't beat your master. Sometimes it's hard to beat your master. You can once
Really?
in a while here and there, but your master
Yeah.
will always be your master.
Yeah.
That is what showed up the
So,
weekend.
so
First half
Pep
Arsenal-
just told Arteta, you're still learning.
yeah, the first half Arsenal
Continue
were kind
learning.
of, Arsenal were good by the in the first half. They were attacking. They missed a chance. Havertz,
Yeah.
yeah, 1-on-1.
Yeah.
But in the second half, it was only one team that showed up. It's only one team that wanted it.
Wanted it.
And that's the team that won that day because
Yeah.
Pep just slaughtered them tactically. They couldn't pass. They couldn't contain Shaky. They couldn't contain a City
Yeah.
attacking. It was just a total dominance in the second half. And
Yeah.
that is the City that I think this season most people have been expecting, but has not been there.
Yes.
It's the City that showed up in the second half against Arsenal.
Yeah, because that's the City we are used to.
That's the City we are used to, that
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
So it was quite surprising. It kind of Pep made an history. He won his 40th trophy of his
Yeah.
career.
Yeah.
That makes him only the second manager after Sir Alex.
Yeah.
So Sir Alex has 49. So I think if he continues the 5 years, 6 years, he might be.
But I don't think he's going to do that.
I don't think he's gonna break that record.
No, I don't think. I think his time at City is coming to an end, little by little.
Yeah, it's
he
fading.
he might realize it, he might not, but yeah.
And also they have won. I think City have won the 6th Carabao Cup in the last 10. So it's a cup that they are well equipped to win.
Yeah.
Pep have won around five trophies.
Yes.
Carabao Cup. So
So
Congratulations
Arsenal,
to them.
Yeah, congratulations, City. Thank you for keeping the cup in Manchester.
yeah,
the cup did not go to London.
It was something
So
most people don't
Arsenal, people don't want.
people didn't want Arsenal to win. Majority, I think.
Yes.
For the sake of peace.
Apparently, the whole world is at peace. By the way, it's been a very peaceful week.
If they won
So
the trophy,
I keep picturing, them winning the EPL. As much as it looks like it's going to happen, but I'm like, where will we look?
it's gonna be a heavy,
Hey.
crazy next 1 year for
Hey,
rival fans.
hey.
So
hey.
City, I think Arsenal. It was a wake up call for them. It's defensive wise, I think they're the best team in the world in terms of how they defend
Yeah.
the ball
Yeah,
in some moments.
yeah,
They're going to win the Premier League, like I said earlier,
yeah.
and maybe an FA Cup because you can't rule them out yet. Champions League
I
is gonna be hard.
I don't think they can win Champions League. They're
Champions
they're
League,
not
it's
at
gonna
that
be-
level yet.
It's gonna be a bit
Yeah.
tricky for them.
Yeah. And then the time that their 16-year-old scored,
Max Doman, yeah.
they really made a big deal out of it.
But that kid,
And then in the Carabao Cup, they were beaten by a 20-year-old.
yeah.
Touche.
Really is. But they really, do you know he's not? He's a attacking defender, attacking midfielder. He's not a
Yeah.
defender.
Yes.
So when you see the lineup for City, you are likely convinced that he's gonna play a left back, but they don't play with the left back in most cases because
Yeah.
Aurelio usually play inside next to Haaland. So that's how he was able to score those 2 goals, to be at
Yeah.
the right place at the right time.
And,
So-
and the first one was literally a keeper's mistake. And for this reason, Arsenal is blaming Chelsea.
Yeah, they're blaming Arteta for making some changes in the goal.
But I get where Arteta is coming from in terms of
Confidence of the
Kepa
team.
had played the entire Carabao.
Yeah, and also
So sometimes it feels like when you give the final to number one, it feels like you're denying him the opportunity to see it through.
see it through.
And so I totally understand where Arteta is coming from. And sometimes you make these decisions hoping that your decision will... Because imagine if they actually won it. It would have been a very good
Yeah, it would have
story.
been a good story, but also a coach might do that just to kind of create harmony in the team because just make some few players happy. Yeah, that's what.
But he was also blamed for playing Ben White.
Why? But Benoit used to be a starting player.
Used to be, but remember
The last few
number
games.
of games, it's been a pairing of Saliba and Gabriel.
And Timber played a right
Timber,
back.
yes.
Okay. So I'm so happy that Arsenal lost anyway. It will have been a very long week for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it seems like this Carabao Cup has really been the difficult cup for Arsenal to win. They're waiting
I think
33 years
I think
later.
they have not won the Carabao
not.
Cup since 1993.
Yes,
Yeah, that's like
33 years.
3 years later they've
Yeah.
not won it.
Despite, us being told they're the best team in Europe right now. Europe, not just in England.
Are they?
But you tell me, I don't know. These are things I hear and I'm like, okay,
Are
show
they?
it to us.
Yeah? I don't think they are. Yeah, I'm not convinced that they are the best team in Europe because
Yeah.
what would you say about Bayern Munich, for example?
They say that Bundesliga has become another farmers' league
It's a farmer.
because of the number of goals that Bayern have been
Like,
scoring.
it's so easy for them. Like, I've been waiting for months to see Bayern lose, and they just can't lose. So, that
And they
just tells
score many goals.
4-0, 3-0, or 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they're just above. They're just level above any other team in the Bundesliga in terms of
Yes.
quality-wise, squad-wise,
Yes.
finances, and everything.
And they keep doing it week on week.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. You cannot place it on one player. You cannot say that Harry Kane is the one going to score the goal.
Musiala.
The goals will come from Musiala. The goals will come from like different people. And at some point, that was the advantage that Arsenal had Because, for example, you'd not depend on Saka or Gyökeres, but anyone would score. Like, look at the strike by Eze during the Champions League.
They made the last week. They made
that was incredible. And for me, that was their power in terms of the variety in attack and also their good central defense pairing that seemed to be really working for them.
But also you get players like I think one of the things that has affected Arsenal's attack.
Yes.
Players like Trossard.
Yes.
And Martinelli.
Yeah.
Not coming up with the goals.
Yes.
Not contributing the goals. So they've had to rely on midfielders a lot, like Zubimendi.
But you see, also Gyökeres took a bit of time to settle in. Yeah, actually, there's a time they were discussing it and saying probably this is another flop. But at some point, he was able to pick up. Yeah, but that dependence is still not working. The dependence on the front.
But
so if the attacking midfielders are not able to come through,
then
they can't.
They can't score.
And remember also, one of the ways they've really been able to survive this season is through the corners.
Yeah, the corners.
And you see the corner, once the corner is taken, even their defense, the defensive players would participate in heading the balls in. So when the corners are out, they sort of feel like their attacking prowess is cut off a bit.
Yeah, so that's why, like, there's a point I was telling you that in terms of defensive part of the game, they're one of the best teams in Europe.
Yes.
But when we are talking about, when you're referencing them with the best teams, maybe, for example, the Premier League.
Yeah.
I don't think they are
so best teams in Premier League currently.
Yeah.
Which team would you be talking about? Because City has also been on and off. This is that season where teams like Liverpool is actually the holders. But do they look like holders in this season? You kind of forget them in conversations.
They are, but
like they are nowhere.
But when you look at the squad, they've not done so many changes in the team that won the Premier League.
Yes.
So for Liverpool, it's just a matter of mentality-wise, maybe.
And then there was a bit of drama also because at some point in the season, Salah was not playing. I don't know, they were not seeing eye to eye with the coach. And then at some point they were able to reconnect. But that hasn't come off really well. Because how can you come from scoring 4 goals in Champions League and then you come back to the Premier League and then you're beaten?
You're beaten by Brighton.
You're beaten.
That maybe says the
level. A whole title defenders.
Just says the level.
Doesn't make sense to me at all.
That just says the level that is there in the Premier League.
Yeah. Although I was also hearing some other theories about Welbeck having been left out of the England squad, so he's kind of trying to make a name for himself so that he can get the call up. But I'm like, and that reminds me. Have you seen the number of Arsenal players that have withdrawn from international call-ups?
There's some, I don't even Gabriel withdrawn from Brazil.
Yes. They've just been withdrawn, and we can clearly see that
I'm suspecting
perhaps yes,
I'm suspecting
they're
some
trying to save themselves
for
for the club because they're still in these 3 competitions, and I mean everyone can see that.
Like there's some. Even Ferguson used to do it.
Really?
Like when United were doing well, maybe having a momentum in the Premier League. And then time comes for
there's international break. Yeah.
All of a sudden you'll hear Rooney.
Someone has an injury. I don't know who. Which injury? Where?
They need time to recover.
Yeah.
So it's a trick that clubs use against national teams.
Yeah.
But it's a matter of question of loyalty because does it mean that these players are more loyal to Arsenal than
their countries?
And
that is where sometimes it becomes a problem when now they go back home. Because right now they're playing away in England, they're loved. But immediately your contract ends, you're done.
You're done.
You're done. No one will even remember your name.
So me, I suspect there's
Yeah.
some Mickey game that
The
has
place you
something
go
there.
back to is your home country.
Even United have done that because
Yeah.
Sesko is not going to international break.
Really?
Yeah, there's a Sesko and also a certain player who is Kunya. No, there's a player who's also supposed to remain. Carrington.
Yeah.
So clubs play these games a lot. More so when they're having a momentum.
But
they
it's
fear injuries.
it's such an obvious game.
It's a very
Like
obvious
no
game.
one will not see what you're trying to do.
There have been so many, but then there have been so many battles between the national team coach and the Ferguson used to have a lot of problems with England national team coaches.
Yeah.
Because at that time that United were doing well,
Yeah.
many United players used to be called up for England, for example.
Yes.
And maybe sometimes the club is doing well, you fear injuries, and
Yes.
injuries affect the momentum of the team, for example.
That's true.
Because if Rooney go to England and get an injury, and maybe you're number
That's
two or
true.
number one, the team come back and you have to change, maybe formation, you have to change players. And
Yeah.
so the club also have to try and defend themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gabriel withdrew from the Brazil squad. Saliba withdrew from the France squad. So you can see the defense central pairing there for Arsenal, trying to make sure they are safe. Eze has withdrawn from England.
I don't know.
I don't think Eze needed to do that, honestly.
I don't know if they give them incentives for doing that in terms of money
I don't
or
know.
something.
Maybe the club would do that.
It's
And
quite tricky.
Trossard also withdrew from the Belgian squad.
But right now it's very risky for players to make that decision because it's a last international break. Then we go to the World Cup.
Yes.
So
Because I'm also thinking, if I'm that coach for the national team, and I give you this call up and you don't show up, I might just give another person the opportunity
yeah.
that was willing.
So
Yeah.
But you get players like Gabriel. They're so important that I don't think France can replace them.
Maybe
Quality
from that angle. But if there are replacements, then it would not be. You'd stay like that.
So England, Kobe Mino is back in the England team.
Kobe Mino made it.
Harry Maguire.
I'm happy for him. So you can just imagine if we stayed with Amorim, he would not have gotten that call up.
There's no way he was going to get that call. In fact, I think he would have left in January.
He would not have gotten that call up.
And
probably he would be pushing his way out of United.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably he would have gone in the January window.
Yeah.
Because definitely there were those conversations just before Carrick came in. So I wouldn't have been surprised. If I were him, I would also just have pushed for the same because it was not
Napoli
making
were
sense.
interested. I think likely would have gone.
He would get a team.
Yeah,
he would get a team.
Even in the Premier League.
He would get a team.
Ingekuwa rahisi sana kupata team in the Premier League because he's a good player.
Yeah.
He's young, 20 years old.
Yeah.
And playing over 200 games for United, that's a high level of experience.
Yeah. Anyway, on Friday, Bournemouth took on Manchester United at home.
Yeah.
In a match that felt like it was United against 12 and not 11.
That was a very bad decision. I think that was a penalty.
I think they've been investigations into those decisions, and I think I saw a mention of some fine, and he's also been banned.
The referee. For 2 games.
But for me, that's usually
the 2 points are gone.
But that's what I usually wonder. What is VAR doing?
He didn't even.
Because those are the cases where they're supposed to call the center referee. They did not.
The worst thing
At least if they call him and then he sticks with his decision, that is something else. But in this case, they didn't even call.
They didn't even have a look at it and something like that. So
and that is why we have VAR.
And to make it more controversial, the same they take their attack the same from the same ball.
Yes, it was
Then
literally
the
hammered down on this other side, and then they went, and that's how they got their first goal.
They got a penalty, and was it that? That's
No. That was just a normal goal. The penalty came later with Maguire.
Very bad decision by Maguire. But anyway, we drew 2-2.
Yeah.
There was some crazy stats I saw online about us and Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Andoni Raiola, the manager.
But if this is how they get it, then surely The referee has to do
It was
better.
a very bad refereeing decision.
Yeah?
Like, it was a very bad refereed game, generally.
Yeah.
Because I even think the Maguire red card was too soft for that player to fall down. But the decision was made. This happens a lot in the Premier League. I don't know what will happen for these changes to come.
Yes. But I
we
was
lost 2
also in
points.
that decision to ban the referee, and also to I think there's a 17,000 fine. I think Maguire's red card is also overturned.
It's overturned.
Yes. But you see, we've lost the points.
We've lost the points, and our opponents lost
We've
the
lost
games.
the points.
And our opponents lost the games. People are competing for Champions League places.
Yes.
So it's a big point for us.
Yes.
Very, very big point. That
Yeah.
2 points. It's a lot of points.
Yeah.
So I think I watched that game. I just keep advising United fans to don't be so much into Carrick. Okay, it's good, but open up your mind. For example, just let's try another manager at the end of the season.
You see my problem? I hear you, Peter. We've brought the best of the best.
I know.
We've brought the best of the best.
I know.
We've not been in the kind of position we are in now.
We have only won one away
So
game.
now, we let Carrick go again. We bring someone who is the better coach, and then we start seeing drama.
Drama can be there sometimes.
It has been there. We've seen it. We need to now try something different. That's what I'm saying. Arteta was given a chance at Arsenal. They've been patient with him to build.
Carrick. But for me,
That's what I'm saying.
I have a different
Give him the chance to build. Don't be in a hurry.
Okay. But I'm still not convinced for permanent. For temporary, he's doing good. You've only won one away game.
We've hired permanent coaches who've done terrible. Terrible.
So if we give Carrick...
There are times...
Okay, if we give
Do you
Carrick...
remember there are times that Manchester United would have been in the position that Spurs is in now?
Last season, I think Amorim time.
Yes.
Amorim's time. I think
Yes.
Amorim... If Amorim coached this season, what he did last season, he would have been relegated.
That's what I'm saying.
Would have been relegated. Because...
Yet that was a coach
bad.
that was doing extremely well in the Portuguese league.
I can't talk about Amorim because I never liked him just from the word go. Like, I just felt... I watched the first game we played against Ipswich Town. I think it was a draw, 1-1. Rashford scoring and they equalized. It was 1-1 and I didn't like how we were playing. And I just didn't get convinced that this is the right manager.
Yeah.
Because for me, my definition of a good manager...
Yeah.
or what I will categorize as a manager who is elite.
Yes.
Because for me, I feel United deserve an elite manager. Because it's a big club. It's a manager who is flexible in his way of playing. Because that is a new way that's the modern football.
Yeah.
Flexibility. There's no there's no positional kind of way of play. That's why people like Pep are struggling, because they'll have to adjust to the new relational way of play. Like, let me give you an example. Real Madrid are the example of the football, the current football way. When you watch Real Madrid right now under Arbeloa, you can't really tell what what tactics they're using, like what formation they're using. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Because it's flexible. Brahim Diaz is a striker, Vinicius is a striker, Adagula is a striker. So you're like, who is the real striker here? And that's what is winning games in this current world, this current way of playing. So
Yeah.
for me, an elite manager is an elite manager who can adjust according to games. For example, there's a games where we need to play 3-5-2. There's a game where we need to play 4-4-2 to win.
And there are coaches that even midway the match they will change.
They will change.
They will
Adaptability.
change. Yeah.
Yeah, that's for me.
Depending on how the first half has been, you
has
come to
been-
second half and it's a totally different position.
You saw against Arsenal over the weekend, Pep Guardiola changing the second half compared to first half. There's
Yeah.
something he tweaked.
Yeah.
And Amorim was not at that level yet. It doesn't mean that he's a bad manager.
Yeah.
He's a good manager, but I think he was too pragmatic in his way of viewing football. Because even when you were going to watch United, you already knew, we're going to play 3-4-3. I'm going to see Maguire, Martinez, blah, 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 blah. If you are the rival coach, do you want to tell me that you're not going to find a way of beating this?
You'll find a way.
You'll find.
Yeah.
But when you look at a formation like City, they play they give you, we're playing 4-3-3.
Yeah.
But in the field, it's a totally different
Yeah.
thing. So people argued, you need these players. But even if you need your players,
Yeah.
there's a way you can work with the players you have to win some games.
Yeah.
You don't tell me that you're losing against Nottingham Forest twice a season because you need your players. It doesn't make sense at the level of United.
Yeah.
So those are my arguments when it came to Amorim.
And then you're telling us that certain players cannot play, like Kobe Mino cannot play with Bruno on the pitch.
And also you're telling
and
us...
I'm like, wait, those are two different position
also,
players.
And also the media
Yeah.
sold this narrative that United doesn't have quality players, or that's why they're losing games. I used to look at that squad and be like, how bad is this squad compared to Bournemouth, for example? How bad is this squad play compared to maybe Brighton? But how comes Brighton are winning more games than us?
Yeah.
You get, when you go player by player, we are better than most of those teams.
There's no comparison, in fact.
Yeah, there's huge, like Bruno Fernandes, like, there's no way you can convince me that United was worse than Everton last season. Even if you didn't have the right of Cunha,
Yeah.
there's no way that team was worse than Everton. So even Carrick is doing well, is good. But the only worry I still have with him is how flexible he can be in the long run.
Yeah.
Is he going to maintain how we're playing? Because how we're playing right now, most teams kind of have already figured us out.
Yeah.
If you've watched our games.
Yes.
And that's why after the Newcastle game, I told you that this is now the games that's going to show how maybe elite he is as a manager, or if he needs some growth to go through.
Yeah.
Because from there is now when you know, is he adaptable? How do we react to loss, for example?
Yeah.
So you have until the end of the season to really gauge how good he is, but I'm open to any decision, whether he's going to be permanent or someone else. I'll always support United.
Okay.
Yeah.
You talked about Everton. They put
Everton.
3 past Chelsea. In your prediction, you said it will be an easy win for Chelsea.
Yeah, I thought so.
What happened?
I thought so because I thought maybe they could react
But
to...
I told you, Everton
beaten.
at home is a very difficult team to beat.
Yeah, they have really... I think they now have 46 points. Yeah, David Moyes have really done a good job. For me, I think he's Mr. Everton.
Yeah.
Yeah, because look at where he got Everton. They were almost...
Actually, the
struggling
difference
for
between them and Chelsea now is only 2 points.
2 points. David Moyes have done a good job at Everton. I think after he retires, they need to give him something, like maybe a statue. Because you remember Everton.
Yeah.
That was David Moyes' Everton that was troubling people in Europe on Premier League.
Yeah.
He goes to West Ham. He goes to United, Real Sociedad, West Ham, then come back to Everton. And this season, they're not fighting for relegation. I think for the first time in the last 3 seasons.
So they're very comfortable.
Yeah, so David Moyes have done a good job. Let's talk about Liam Rosny. I don't know the second name. Liam. Let's just say Liam.
Yeah.
Chelsea fans already having doubts about him.
They want him fired. And you know Chelsea doesn't joke with firing.
Yeah. There were also some rumors, some talks. Fernandes was saying players were not happy when Maresca was fired.
I saw that.
Yeah, players were not
But
happy.
I think by now Chelsea players should get used to it. Their owners don't joke. They're not happy with you, you go.
So if they
especially
fire,
for the coaches.
so if they fire Maresca, but what's the project as Chelsea?
I don't know.
That is the question I keep.
I don't know.
I keep because, for example, you sign young players to sell. You don't sign young players to win. Mostly in the Premier League. Because if the season starts today, how will you be confident that Chelsea will win the Premier League based on the squad they have?
No, they won't win.
You get.
They're just playing to survive now.
So I think the board have not given the fans the clarity of what the project really is. Because during Abramovich, we all used to know that it's about winning. We don't care if we are young players, if we have old players.
Yeah.
And that's why during Abramovich, they signed already made players.
Yeah.
The Drogbas, the what. There was no going to Chelsea to
Yeah.
experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you flopped, Marina used to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Chelsea is a club that really needs to sit down and try to... The owners, in fact, need to understand what Chelsea is first. I don't think
Yeah.
they are quite aware of what Chelsea is.
Yes.
Yeah, they think Chelsea is maybe an upgraded Everton. So they
Anyway.
beat 3-0. Defensive issues, as always,
Yeah.
has been this season for
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Yes.
They really need to address that because it's too bad. The way they defend is so bad.
Anyway, the title holders, Liverpool, were also beaten
By Brighton.
by Brighton.
Yeah.
Was that a surprise?
It's a surprise because I expected having beaten Galatasaray,
Yeah.
the Champions League, that they'll come in the Premier League
A whole 4-0.
and beat Brighton.
Yes.
Yeah, so but Brighton have had very good form recently. I think they have not lost in the last 5 games. They have
Yes.
not lost a game.
Yes.
They're trying to push for Europe.
Yeah.
So Dan Welbeck on form.
Yes. Trying to get England call up.
Those are some of the players that Van Gaal sold
Yeah.
from United.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy with how he's performing at Brighton.
Okay.
He's becoming a legend at Brighton,
Okay.
which is good.
And Sunderland beat Newcastle.
I told you that is one of the biggest derbies. Did you go and
And
look about it?
to beat Newcastle at St James Park.
It's not easy,
Yeah.
but that is a derby.
Yo.
It's one
That
of
I didn't
There's
expect.
a video whereby after the game,
Yeah.
Sunderland fans are being escorted by the police.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's so intense. But there is one of the maybe you don't know about it because the Sunderland have been relegated quite times.
Yeah.
A lot
I
times.
think because now is when they're back in EPL. So now I'm getting more and more curious about this team and
But do
the,
you know
the history about them.
do you know they have beaten Newcastle more than like when they won the weekend, they won
Yeah.
the 55th game against Newcastle. Before
Wow.
that game, they were at par. 44 wins for Newcastle, 44
Wow.
wins for Sunderland, 49 draws. Which other
Wow.
game, head-to-head game, have that record?
Wow.
So Sunderland went ahead with 55 over the weekend. They beat Newcastle for the first time,
Yeah.
home and away.
Wow.
So it's a big game for me. Like I always knew, I'd kind of watched a documentary about the Tanway Derby, and it's very fierce. It goes way back to resources, religion.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's very,
Wow.
very, very intense.
Interesting.
Yeah, just like the Celtic and Rangers were.
Yes.
Very big derby.
Wow.
Also about religion, Catholics
Wow.
and Protestants.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Interesting
it was
stuff.
surprising because I thought Newcastle.
At home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There have been talks. I've heard some rumors that they might be considering Eddie Howe at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Earlier on, I don't know if I was talking to Jagero or you, that I was telling him or her that I think Eddie Howe has taken Newcastle the farthest he could. There always comes a time whereby you can't take a team further than you've done.
Yeah.
And I think Newcastle are in that place with
A
Eddie
good
Howe.
dancer must know when to exit
When
the
to exit
stage.
the stage.
Villa beat West Ham. That was a surprise for me. I thought West Ham would show up.
I told you Villa, but we're
I
talking
really
about
thought
Aston
West Ham
Villa.
would show up because they're trying to,
So we are now
fight
1
relegation.
point ahead
Just
of
1
Villa.
point
Ahead of
Villa. Yeah.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
1 point, which is not good. Forest put 3 past Spurs.
I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
The best stadium is going to Championship.
You remember we talked about
At this rate.
We talked about that game.
It is becoming more realistic.
We talked about
They are
that
now
game.
just 1 point above the relegation zone.
But you remember I was talking about that game, and I told you that the Spurs that we saw against Atletico,
Yes.
if that Spurs
Yeah.
shows up the weekend, they will beat Nottingham. But that the Spurs
Yeah.
that showed up is the Spurs that we usually do in the Premier League.
Yo. Because the Spurs in Champions League, I mean, again, coming from Champions League, they just beat someone 3-2.
They beat
And,
one,
and
not-
then you
not
come
just
this
any
side.
team. They didn't just beat any team. They beat one of the best teams in Spain.
Yo.
Yeah, so Spurs, their fate is in their hand.
Hey.
I don't know if they're gonna stick with. We have around 14 days to decide,
Yeah.
but I don't think Ugo Tudor is going to be in charge when they come back
Yeah.
after the international break, because he has just not done enough.
And
to
I
guarantee
and
his stay.
I even his body language doesn't give confidence.
Confidence.
It does not.
The players
does
kind of have
not.
given up.
It
Some
does
of them
not.
mentally have given up that
Yeah.
they're going down. So
Yeah.
we have to wait and see. Nottingham Forest. Let's talk about them. I think they.
Because for me, my worry is for them. When we get back to EPL, that's until 10th of April. West Ham will be taking on Wolves, which they're likely to beat.
Yeah, they're likely to beat, but it's gonna be hard a game also, because Wolves. I don't think Wolves have given up that they're gonna give people points easily.
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna have to fight for it. Whoever gonna face Wolves, they have to know that they're gonna fight for it.
And while West Ham is taking on Wolves, Spurs will be at Sunderland.
Very hard game for them. Relegation is here. This is the year.
I see them getting to
told
that
you,
relegation zone.
But have you seen the latest rumors about De Zerbi? De Zerbi is open to taking over at Spurs.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know what Spurs are thinking. For me, I will go for that. Though I don't think it's the right time. I think maybe we would have waited for till the end of the season. But if they want a manager, if they go down and they want a manager who can bring them back,
Yeah.
then Robert De Zerbi is that manager. Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that has been a look.
We're not talking about your team winning the Madrid derby.
Which that was a very nice win.
Did you watch the game?
Yes,
Oh, my
that was a very nice win.
It was a very good
I was
game.
happy.
Second half was
I was happy
good.
for Vinny Jr. was on point, but for some reason, when Vinny Jr. is on the
Did you see
mood,
the second goal for
it
Atletico?
just lifts everyone.
Did you see the second goal
Yes,
for Atletico? The Molina shot.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
so
yes.
those we were just highlighting that one.
For me, Real winning the Madrid derby
They had not won.
is so much in terms of the confidence going forward.
Do you know they're not won the
Because
Madrid
even
derby
in
6
Champions
games?
League, they're not facing an easy opponent in the quarters.
Yeah.
So that for me was just a booster.
So as a Madrid fan, what can you say about Arbeloa so far? Having watched that game,
I think he's winging it more than having a real plan.
yeah, he's
He's kind of doing what Ancelotti did last season with Liverpool, where you found players who kind of already know what they need to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Your work is just to
Yes.
go there and play how you want to play.
Yes.
There's a quote.
I
Toni
don't
Kroos-
think I can squarely place this on him yet.
There's a quote on Crusade when he was comparing the two managers between Ancelotti and what makes a manager succeed at a club like Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And Cruz was saying that at Real Madrid, you don't need to be tactically good. The only thing you need to do is be like Ancelotti, just know how to manage
How to
the
get
team.
in the head of those players.
Yeah, just know how to manage
Yeah.
the team and you'll get
Let
results.
let them play for you.
That's all.
Yeah.
And I think maybe Xavi with his youngness, maybe youthness,
Yes.
went there and
Yes.
started to.
He wanted to show who's the
I
one
want
in
you to
charge.
play this,
Yes.
this. And those players were
Yeah.
like, Vinny was like, what do you mean I just have to be in this place all the time?
Yeah.
Why can't I move in the central and score?
Yeah.
So some players were not happy.
Yes.
But I think Abeloy is doing good. People kind of overwrote him. Like people underrated him when he was
Really?
appointed. Or like,
Yeah.
why would Real Madrid go for Abeloy? We don't even know who he is.
Yeah.
But he's here.
He's proving
He has
himself.
beaten Simeone. He has beaten Pep
He's
twice.
proving himself.
He has beaten who again? Top managers he hasn't beaten is Hansi Flick. But you'll find out in April. In May.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we see the El Clasico.
Clasico at the Camp Nou.
Yeah. That would be very interesting because of the first and second position.
So just to highlight a little, Italy, Inter Milan still leading with 69 points.
Yeah. I don't
they
think
drew over the
Inter will
weekend.
lose this. It's theirs to lose.
They drew over the weekend. AC Milan won, Napoli
Yeah.
won. So
Yeah.
that kind of is a bit. Their form is kind of going
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
because there is now the difference just 6 points now. And in Serie A, anything can happen in 6
Yeah.
points.
True.
La
True.
Liga, Barcelona still into our top 4 points.
I think for La Liga it's just between Barcelona and Real Madrid.
Yeah, it's-
third currently is Villarreal. I don't see them going
Atletico, they have-
anywhere.
the Champions League, I think, is like
Yeah.
it's more decided in the La Liga.
Yes.
Yeah.
So and we are talking about the El Clasico. If that happens and Real Madrid wins, then they will close the gap.
I believe before then someone is gonna drop points between them, either
Really?
Barcelona or Real Madrid. Yeah,
Okay, interesting. But also these two teams are still in the Champions League.
in the Champions League.
So will be interesting to see how they do there. I saw a conversation about we talked about EPL teams that exited the Champions League in the round of 16, and there was a debate whether it's a matter of them having too many matches, while other leagues are resting their teams that are participating. But now there's a conversation in Ligue 1 where the team that was supposed to play, PSG, are saying, we don't want to rest, we want to play.
You want to play.
You deal with your own issues.
Yeah. And PSG is so powerful.
And you see, they're going to play number 2. The match they're trying to postpone is with Lens, which is currently second, just a point behind them.
So
Lens is saying, no,
we cannot give.
We want to play the
They have
match.
2 weeks to rest. Why?
We
why
want
would
to
they
play the
postpone
match.
again? They want to rest for 3 weeks before playing. 4 weeks, a month.
They're not considering this a rest because they have their players in international assignments. Yeah. When the French squad was, I was seeing the photos. They always have a drip. And I saw Dembele and all those players there.
Yeah.
So for them, they're not really like telling their players not to go play international. So I think they're considering that. And you see the international matches, in a week you can play 2.
2 games sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes 1 or 2, depending.
So I think they're thinking them coming from that to now playing the second team on the log, who will be coming on them for the points, and then now they have the Champions League.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just think that PSG have to deal with their issues. They have the quality players. They have a bigger squad. Why are they complaining? Why do they need teams to allow them to rest?
I think it doesn't hurt to ask. As we always say, when you ask, the worst you can get is a no.
It's a no.
Yeah, but you've asked.
Yeah.
At least you've tried. Because I'm sure they are looking at themselves, coming to face Liverpool, and they're thinking, we need a bit of rest with the international break.
That game is going to be a very interesting game.
Yeah. And they're actually starting away, so they want,
They're starting at Anfield.
They're starting, Liverpool is starting away. So the PSG want to, use that advantage. Yes.
But it was rejected as per
Yeah,
the information
Lens
that
so
I
far
had.
have said no. So I guess they would have to play.
They'll just have to play.
Yeah.
So that is it this weekend, international break.
We're on international break, but we will bring you a summary of those matches and how the players we know are doing for their countries. always very interesting. I think one player that always on top of my mind is Scott. Scott for international was just another beast
And
altogether.
Scott McTominay
Yes.
and Napoli.
Yes.
The son of Maradona said over the weekend that if my father was a god, then Scott McTominay is Jesus.
Hey. Yo. Okay.
Yeah, that's what Maradona's son said. So
Wow.
he's a legend in Napoli.
Wow.
It's a legend in Napoli.
And I guess for Scotland as well, because he's done amazingly well. You wouldn't even know that, but for international he would play defensive mid, not defender, but he would still be the one getting the goals.
Yeah.
And that was just incredible. But anyway, thank you for watching this episode. Let us know what you think, what you'd like us to discuss. And we will be right back.
And we have much content coming. Even there's an international break. We're planning so many things.
Yes.
Like about Neymar and Wayne Rooney. We can discuss about it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Whether we need to discuss those controversial opinions, we need to maybe make some things like reels, who versus who.
Yes. Even the way we do our watch along, it needs to be better. I just need to find time so that we can figure that out. Because when I see the others that trend, there are things they put on the screen. So maybe it would only be our voices, but now what people see on the screen are like the match starts and all those things. Oh my goodness.